Live at Urban Wild. Today is Sunday, February 19th, 2023. We had an extremely special session. So much has happened over the weekend. Of course, we don't work on the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend, not on the weekend, not on the Sabbath, whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The ninth day, any day should be the ninth day for everyone today. We're in a generation of such abundance that it's ridiculous that anybody's still working. For what? Well, some people want to work and like to work, and that's fine. I'm not criticizing anybody working, but work has become a hobby for most people now. I don't mean that in any way to be belittling. It's just that today we have so much, there is so much, that to think that we have to work, to do new stuff, to make better things, to make more things, we think there's a shortage of ideas or a shortage of products or services out there. There really aren't. We're in such an abundance mentality. By the way, for anyone following and caring, this cat here is the one we had noticed was attacked seemingly by a dog, but it could have been by other things. Unfortunately, there are very aggressive forces in the area that are dangerous to the weak. This is a place where we seem to still be working on survival of the fittest for some reason. We're trying to make everyone fit enough to survive. I just wanted to show that particular cat that seems to be eating well in center stage, holding its own in the hierarchy, is the one that was in really bad shape last week. Seems to be doing better. Its wounds are healing. Don't want to scare it, don't want to sneak up on it, but anyone who can see that it's still not doing well. The fact that it's here holding its own, coming and going from wherever it stays, which I don't know, and eating healthily and interacting, feeling confident enough, to me those are all signs of healing and wellness, well-being. So here we are, this new week. It's still Saturday night in the Western Hemisphere. There was a time that I was doing my own Saturday Night Live documentary. We started All Lives Matter a few years ago, that I would be interviewing people to discuss which lives matter, which of course the answer is all lives matter, but that was the goal of each discussion. Would go on around this time of the day, which was the time of Saturday Night Live going on at 30 Rock. So it's interesting serendipity that we're doing this now with all these lives that matter, the cats, and of course with our underdogs that are mascots, the one with the amputated tail, the ones with one eye, the other victims of insanity. This, by the way, is that cat over here. I don't want to scare it. It finished eating, now it is sitting. Wonder if it wants attention or not, but it is the one that is recovering from whatever that horrible attack was on its back. I don't know what it is because it isn't our cat. We don't have a direct relationship with all the cats. This one hasn't yet come to me for pets, not that I know of. But the cats do come here to feel safe. The only reason why I don't know for sure what it was, besides the fact that I haven't examined it, it looks like it was a dog attack. We've heard stories of people throwing liquids, whether acids or whether it's just boiling water, on cats and other things. Unfortunately, that's not a new phenomenon, but it happens here too. And I don't know if that's one of the victims or not. So here's a tiny kitten. Looks like it just stopped weaning. Coming to the common plate here with other kittens. The noise was just a little bit of competition, because every time a human walks through the park, it shifts the balance, the focus. Every time a bird lands, their instincts shift. Another tiny kitten that just came off of weaning from the other side last night. They came to me for attention for the first time, which was very exciting and interesting. It's that little gray and white kitten. It's the first time it's ever come this far that I've seen, meaning during the time of the collective feeding. Yesterday, Saturday, I did not film. It was a tremendously wonderful morning. Sorry, it was yesterday that they came out, but not all the way here. It was on the other side of the park. so much change is in the air, so much change is happening, so many amazing and wonderful things we're seeing, experiencing, announcing. And here is an example of another graduate, another member of our constituency, another voiceless that gets a chance to survive and thrive, even though no one seems to know or care about it. How these kittens are still being born, with all the efforts to spay and neuter them. This cat on top, the black and white cat, is also a stranger to the park. I haven't seen it here before. That kitten is also new, but one level up as far as size. Of course, the regulars, Limpy, and the one that likes my feet. This gray one is relatively new, but moving up in the ranks, and as far as its pecking order, it might be related to that gray and white one. I'm only guessing because the colors. I don't know exactly how it works, but it has to have something to do with it. Just incredible to see the dynamics changing all the time here. What this cat is doing to that kitten, I don't know. More kittens that are coming up to the feeding area. Tiny ones that are just coming into the park. I really have never seen whatever's going on here with that older kitten on top of that smaller kitten. I must add that today I came out a little bit earlier than usual. That's a very subjective term, because we try to come out just with the sunrise and stay for roughly an hour. So on the clock it's becoming earlier because sunrise is earlier, but not vis-a-vis the sunrise. Being consistent as far as the natural cycle of sunrise and sunset goes, but it does change the hour on the clock, in case anybody's wondering why we come at different hours. Currently, Israel time, it's roughly between 6:30 to 7:30 was the hour, and now it's shifting more between 6:15 and 7:15 or 7:30. It's fascinating to get to know the new characters. This is part of our documentary, by the way. This isn't just random footage. The actual footage of the cats, each individual cat and their story, and the collective story, and monitoring of their wellness between illnesses and bacteria and viruses. This one's got something bad. A lot of the cats get very sneezy and very mucusy. Of course, they have the chronic eye infections and other issues. We don't know what's going on with these two cats. They're definitely a new story to be told within our bigger picture of urban wild. This kitten, Dingo, is also one that's chronically ill. Hopefully, well, whatever that is, I don't want to stick around this story. I'm seeing this plate with all the cats coming and going and feasting on it. Seeing the ones that stay by the side. And yesterday on Saturday, the day that I don't film, an amazing new population of cats coming and going, different interactions, power shifts, and everything you could possibly imagine in any Game of Thrones, in any story. So what I'm seeing in the park is not unusual. There's obviously events happening in the lives of the cats between, like I mentioned, those coming off of weaning, which means those that were nursing are no longer nursing, on both sides of the equation, meaning the mothers are no longer stuck to their kittens, and the kittens are no longer bound to their mothers. So there's a whole new dynamic, a whole new wave of energy, a whole new wave of those who have to learn their ways and those who have to teach the ways. Like one male that we know, definitely uncle to all of them. This new kitten here is precious and new to the group here, collecting the scraps. An entire generation of these kittens that are Siamese lookalikes come from that corner over there. We witnessed them and seen them for the last 6 months to a year. We filmed a generation of them coming into our pack, and now the next set is coming out. Which are the males that are still reproducing? Which are the adults that are still reproducing? Or which cats have come of age that are doing the next generation? I don't know. But I'll have to get the city vet involved. Just missed this orange cat, letting that tuxedo cat know, okay, now it's my turn. Friendly, but there was a warning fired there. Just incredible to watch the dynamics and how they manage and get along and communicate. How they seem to learn how to govern these new resources more instinctively, more naturally, but more successfully. I love watching the new kittens as they learn how to come out, being a father and a grandfather and a educator for many decades. It's fascinating to watch the lessons being taught and how they're taught. And they're also just incredibly adorable, these tiny little kittens. And this would seem mother or parent or older sibling seemingly teaching this kitten whatever it's teaching is also interesting. Of course, I'm guesstimating what's going on, but some of it seems to be pretty obvious. Just be careful as I walk, because I always have cats in between my feet and on my ankles and looking for attention or looking for warmth or whatever they're looking for. The story is just so fascinating to watch. So fascinating that have these other cats watching too. It's like a master class in how to become a cat in urban wild. And I will soon redistribute the food and collect my dishes and go on my way and then do the rest of the things that we do. And if anybody's interested, of course you can ask or just listen to my other posts or messages. You can read the documents we share and the posts we share. I guess that's the equivalent of tapping out. As soon as I bend down to try to communicate or make eye contact with the cats, the ones that are familiar with me rush to me for petting. So the one we call Dingo here, the one we call Fuzzy here. And as wonderful and beautiful and heartwarming as it is, and it really is, it's one of the main reasons why I come out here. But it makes it difficult for me to try to interact with new kittens like this one, or new cats that come to want attention, like the one that has the injured back. Because when they see a rush of cats, it's an intimidating force. It was just that cat on the bench knocked down its bowl. So it freed up food for someone else. And soon I collect all these empty dishes for the next time. I never leave garbage behind unless it's in function. And of course I never leave it as garbage. We upcycle everything, repurpose everything we can, and we try to also teach just how to be at one with nature and how to not pollute. So we've cleaned up this area, turned it into a functional place. The next phase is to turn it into a community shared garden and shelter, compost area, and whatever else we can do to enhance the benefits of the community, human and otherwise, while not hurting anything in nature. And of course not asking for or taking ownership on anything, not even credit. I'm happy to give credit to whoever gives us permission to do so. And hopefully that's everybody, because there shouldn't be any opposition. That's our hope and will. Wishing everyone a wonderful week. And if you can have any clue of what it is to experience this peace and harmony in these Royal Oasiis which is our brand, if you could on any level take in the peace and calm that we have here that comes from forgiveness, compassion, hope and trust. If you can have any glimpse or any sense of what's going on here and enjoy it, we wish that upon you with infinite love and gratitude. We invite you to meet us in the gap, join us in the gap, cross your narrow bridge. Whatever buzzword you need to hear, we're here for you to show you that we feel enough of the same that we understand you. We've seen enough, heard enough, tried enough, experienced enough of the same that we can at least relate enough that we hear you, we see you. We're not going to claim your experience. We're not going to take anything away from you. This isn't a competition. We would love to share our experiences with you and allow you to share your experiences with us. So we can build safer communities, so we can turn places like this that are buffer zones because we don't understand each other into joint space of Royal Oasiis. We believe that these Royal Oasiis is the product of making love with infinite love and gratitude, selfless love, not selfish love, not love for an objective. Love for the objective of just releasing the tensions, releasing the fear, releasing the hatred, releasing all the judgment, releasing all the guilt. Because all those insurance policies we hold, all those buffer zones, all those safety nets, all those things we put aside to create the scarcity mentality are what's creating the scarcity mentality. And now we become victims of our own design to protect ourselves in the future. Because yes, there was a time that in the past, every generation they came to kill us. But the problem is that they is us and us are they, and at one point we become the they and we are the us. And if we all look at everyone else as the us, and if we look at ourselves as the them, wow, things are very different. If you have any question of what I'm talking about, because these are insanely crazy terms, if you don't know, if they're not put in context, please ask, please listen, please look, please hear. Please just try to get the fact that all we're trying to do is help people, help everything, help us all get along. Because this kind of a peaceful, cooperative, urban wild situation, Royal Oasiis, Foreverland, Faceville, all the different buzzwords we've used, RK-teens, beans of hope, all those come together for one thing, which is there's plenty for everyone to have what they need. There's even so much for everyone to have what they want. We understand that the best way to enjoy it is by sharing it on all levels. All we have to wait for now is permission to do so. First we start off by giving ourselves permission. Once we all give ourselves permission, it happens automatically. But if anyone needs permission from a third party, I am hereby granting everyone permission. If you need to know what that means, we'll look up ClubQILL, look up QILLZONE, look up BarNessQION, look up anything we say or do, because we're always talking about the same message just in different ways. And this new cat population, just this new peaceful energy, just this strange, wonderful harmony here, this impossible dream of everyone getting along is reality wherever we go. Wherever we go, we've turned wherever we are into sanctuaries. Wherever we go, people feel this feeling. And if you want to know what that is, ask, or look at our sites, or read the testimonials, or hear the testimonials, or ask to sample it. On that happy note, I do have to start packing things up. I want to post this video. And I hope to see everyone in the gap. If you want to know how you can subscribe to our services, the ones that are for free, the ones that cost something just to cover our expenses, let us know. We're soon going to be opening up our whole food plant-based catering delivery service. We're going to be offering our hospitality service internationally, our loyalty club service, our cryptocurrency, our retirement and savings plan, and everything else you could possibly imagine. They're all going live as we speak. The sooner you get on board, the more value and higher priority you will get. Everyone's a VIP in our club, but you still have to join to be there. Welcome back. Ebony and ivory, living together in perfect harmony. And all the 50 shades of gray, and all the 16 million colors that we have. I remember when there were just 3. To all of you who have come, a wonderful rest of your week, day, month, year, life. And we welcome you to the 9th day.